Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Road Nation. We are sitting here laughing because we are talking about we were talking about a few things, but we're talking about this idiot, Jason McIntyre. And I I always forget this dude's name. He reminds me of the dude from Parks and Rec. The treat yourself guy. The comedian. every time I see him, I'm like, treat yourself. um, but you know, I was flipping through through Twitter, looking for some last second news I might have missed, and Awful Announcing had posted this clip from him making fun of him because you know listen, I get in the off season. It's hard to make content. You don't always get to watch every little thing. You make mistakes sometimes. But this man was trying to cape for Justin Herbert. And I like Justin Herbert. This isn't a dig against Justin Herbert. But he was like, he's being unfairly criticized. My man, Aaron is in the house. Gino, salute. Good morning.
Hey,
Good to see you,
good morning.
brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. But he was like, it's unfair criticism and his tackles are always hurt. They were hurt last year. Okay. And they did a pretty good job, all things considered, replacing guys where they
hmm
could. But when healthy, he has an excellent O line.
Yep.
And he tried to say that he didn't have weapons. He said he didn't have weapons, and he said Keenan Allen. This is the part. This is the part that often announcing wanted y'all to hear. He said Keenan Allen has been cut by half the league. Keenan Allen has only ever played for one team,
Two.
and he's played at two
Two.
teams. He played
Chicago. Chicago.
Chicago,
Chicago.
the Bears.
But then
Yes,
then he went back. Then he went
he
back.
went back. Yeah, yeah. And he's always played at a high level. He's always played. In fact, he's the other wide receiver. Even now, I'll be like, if we pick him up,
Mhm.
okay, all right. He's older, but I'll take him. Even when Keenan Allen gets hurt, he'll give you close to 1,000 yards,
Mhm.
right? As long as he comes back in that season, he's going to give you 1,000 yards. That man is consistently one of the better wide receivers in the league, even now. So I heard that. I'm like, oh, so you really don't watch football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't watch football. You're just here for the Lamar hot takes, and then you don't watch anything else,
Right.
right? Also, that tells me, listen, for anybody that tries to tell you it's hard to be on TV, it's not. It's not. You can get on there and just say anything you want. You
Facts.
know, there's no repercussions. And he was on there with Mark Schlereth. I don't know. I didn't watch a whole clip. I don't know. Mark Schlereth corrected him and it was like, nah, dog. Keenan Allen is pretty good. You're wrong about that.
You mean
You
the
know.
Chargers all-time leading receiver? Keenan
Yeah.
Allen? Right? That guy?
Yeah. Right.
Mm.
Right. Yeah. So, all right, let's get some more shout outs here, man. TC, what up, man? Salute to you. Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning.
Good
Appreciate it.
morning. We got Samuel Banks showing love on both channels. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Got
Morning.
Michael Aiken showing love on both
What's up, brother?
channels.
What's up,
It
brother?
is what it is. Showing love on
Thank you.
both channels. And TC, man, with the super chat love on both channels, man.
Listen. Listen, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity. TC, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up wherever. We got some new merch. Got some new merch out. The Find Something Safe to Do collection, and let me know your size, and I'll give you a shirt. We can do the Buffalo Bills, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals. Look and see whichever one you want, and let me send you a shirt because you always supporting both channels, and we really, really do appreciate that.
Facts, man. We really appreciate you, man. Everybody showed TC some love, man. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your support.
Indeed, indeed.
Uh, Point, rise and shine, Rogue Nation. Hit the like on the way in, getting closer to camp. And I know y'all seen Lamar on the lounge. I actually
I
have
didn't.
not seen that.
I didn't see it
Not
either.
yet. Not yet. And he doing it 2 times. It's Rise and Shine, LBHT Nation, almost camp time. Let's freaking go. Hit the like on the way in, man. I appreciate that.
Salute.
Appreciate that. An unkind Ravens fan. Good morning.
Yo, yo,
Salute.
yo.
Imagine Magic Worlds from
Ooh,
Germany, right?
Germany. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Salute.
Greetings.
It's a long time no see. Greetings from Germany. Yes.
Wait,
Have
what,
the
what
air.
Hendo?
Have the air.
Okay.
Didn't weren't we supposed to look this up?
We were supposed to, we haven't seen him in a while, but we were supposed to find out the proper enunciation
Hold
of
on.
that phrase.
Hold on.
Don't get me in
Uh,
line. I ain't gonna burn myself.
let's see. Let me see if Google will pronounce this for me. Uh, mm,
Uh,
no. Google does not work the way it used to. It used to put in something, it would tell you, oh, here you go, pronunciation. Habad Habadi era. Habadi era.
yep.
Yep.
You ain't gonna catch me. You ain't gonna catch me out in these enunciation streets. Mm-mm. What we
Habadi
do?
era. Habadi era. I
We'll
think I
take it.
said it. Habadi era.
We'll take it.
All right. All right. Appreciate you coming through. See that? We educate ourselves live on air. All right.
Facts. Who else?
Agnes, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Who else is in here? Mr. Black Ice showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. We got Stretch showing love on both channels.
Ooh,
Appreciate you.
morning, morning.
Dance fan, good morning. Showing love
Yes,
on both
sir.
channels. Appreciate that. We got Rainmaker in the house. Salute. Salute. Kabashi, salute.
Appreciate you.
Just Aloe showing love on both
Hey.
channels. Says good morning. I think Sarah Ellison has been watching LBHT and taking notes.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
haven't I
Why
don't
would
know.
she participate in the toxicity?
Mm, mm,
Mm, mm,
mm.
right.
I don't know. I don't know what she was taking notes on. I haven't watched anything that they're doing over there, but
100%.
whatever, you know. I say this for anybody. If you see anything that you could steal from our show, steal it. If it works for you, good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always got different ideas over here, so I don't care.
And we don't
You know?
gatekeep nothing.
Yeah, right. Facts. Molly Marr,
Ooh.
salute, showing love on both channels. We got Reese. Good morning. Good morning,
Yeah.
Reese. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. Terry Wood, salute. Showing love
Morning,
on both
morning.
channels. Got Dr. Kush
What's good?
showing love on both channels. Devin Janelle, Konichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
And look who's here. It is Tracy. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Tracy. She's showing love on both channels. Appreciate you, Tracy. As always, good morning. Happy to see you.
Indeed, indeed.
Mohammed is showing love on both channels. Salute to
What's
you.
good?
We got Slim. Good morning. Good morning. Showing love on both channels. Black Dave showing love on both channels.
Morning, morning.
Clock in the building.
Ooh,
Salute. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate that.
appreciate it.
We got Kabashi. He's showing love on both channels. Sea Iron Addict. Salute.
What's good, brother?
We got Curved Perception. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning,
We got Mike V in the house. Says good morning,
morning.
fellas. Ravens just dropped the Lamar
Ooh,
interview, and we have a presser today at 1 p.m. with Ronnie, Mark, and Tavius.
let's do
Football
it.
is back.
Let's do
Yes.
it.
Yes. I have to watch the Lamar interview. I have not seen it. I have to check it out.
Mhm.
Um, you got Team Raimi. Good morning,
Good
showing
morning.
love on both channels.
Lesson known.
Imani. Good morning, Imani.
Hey, morning.
Did we see the interview with Lamar? Okay, that was 4 people that asked. I had to check. We
We
had to
gotta
check it
watch it.
out.
Gotta watch
We
it.
gotta watch it. All right. Okay. We did not. We were slacking. I'm sitting here watching this idiot Jason McIntyre talk about Keenan Allen's been cut by half the league, um,
Facts.
and Justin Herbert has no weapons. This is crazy that Justin Herbert, Lamar has no excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert has no weapons or
Really?
protection apparently.
Really? Really? Because all those first round wide receivers and all that offensive line help and your offensive minded head coach and Greg Roman, because Greg Roman made Lamar. How come he
Mhm.
didn't make Justin Herbert? Like, what are we doing here? But I will say this: Lamar has a playoff win. Justin Herbert does not. I don't hear Jason McIntyre speaking about his playoff run, his playoff record, but we know how that goes.
But because it's not fair because he hasn't been given the proper amount of help. See how that works?
Right, but why does he need the help? Because he was touted as one of the best quarterbacks in that class.
Hmm?
Lamar was not. Lamar was an afterthought. He was an afterthought as a first round pick. Your man was considered maybe the best quarterback in that class at the time. But they wanted to tank for two and all the other BS that was going on. But since he had the tools and they thought and projected the 6'6", 200-pound quarterback was the prototypical guy, they projected he was to be that man. So why does he need help when you said he was that dude? Lamar, he was a fringe first rounder. You said he wasn't ready for the NFL. So why is his expectations higher than the dude that you said is one of the best, who's broken all of these rookie records? Why are the expectations high for Lamar Jackson?
Mm,
I'm
mm.
just saying.
We got 502
What's going on?
Hitmans. Good morning. Good
Salute.
morning. Cam Dom, salute.
Morning, salute.
And
Yeah.
Rob, salute. Sheree, my
Hey.
MVP.
Hey, boo.
Okay. Okay. Our MVP,
All
Sheree,
right.
salute to you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. All
Yes.
right.
Listen, if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't see us on Thursday. You wouldn't see us on Saturday. You wouldn't see us next Saturday. But
Facts.
you will. But you will.
But you will. But you
But you
will.
will.
Wait, is it this Saturday?
Yes, the
Thursday?
first. Okay, so this Saturday is the University of Maryland
Okay.
practice.
Okay.
Then on the 8th, that's the Under Armour Performance Center practice.
Bet. Okay. Okay. We'll be there. God's favorite. Salute. Showing love on
Salute.
both channels.
I'm
Uh,
on it.
just how it says McIntyre works with Cowherd. So what do you expect? Yeah, I expect that nonsense. I
100%.
expect that. You just say whatever. Say whatever you want. Ellis, good morning. Says good
Morning.
morning, good people. That
Yes,
Lamar
sir.
interview on the lounge got me hyped. And after watching him and Jesse's interview, it's very clear they're on a mission. You know, the whole off season, I've gotten that vibe. That's why, like, listen, we don't just Jesse Venture is a first time head coach, right?
Right.
Declan Doyle is his second year being an offensive coordinator, but his first year calling plays.
Facts.
Very new staff, but the messaging has been clear from day one, right?
Mhm.
From the first time they're introduced in a press conference, and they talked to all the coaches up there. They all were saying the same thing. They're all on the same page, and they wanted to make sure the players were empowered this year. Everybody was on the same page this year. They're communicating, and no matter what player you talk to, they're
Mhm.
all echoing the same message.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I've never heard that with John Harbaugh. I've never heard such cohesiveness just in the way that they communicate uh, to the media um, in the off season. I've never heard that with John Harbaugh. Will that translate to the field? I believe it will. We still have to wait and see, but that's a good sign for me.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, and
Very
for all
excited
the
about that.
people, for all the people that love to come in, that's why I love our community, because we can have disagreements about certain things, and then we just come back and have conversations. People outside this community want to come in here and hear parts of what we say about this team and want to go off of that narrative instead of listening to the totality of everything that we're saying. We've been saying all off season long, there's a new energy. There's a new vibe about this team. Like everybody from man 1 to man 53 to the guys on the practice squad, everybody on this team is echoing the same sentiment. Jesse Minter knows what he's doing. He's put the right people in place because he went on a hunt for a while. When they hired him, we were sitting back like, when is he going to get the offensive coordinator? When he's going to get all the rest of the staff together? He took his time and hired the right people that echoed the same things that he wanted to bring to this team. And I think it's going to bode well for us. We have the talent, and I don't want to look at Seattle's situation with Mike McDonald, but we are a more talented team with a more talented quarterback. Jesse Minter is just as good as a defensive coordinator as Mike McDonald was, and he's got Anthony Weaver to help him out in certain situations to let him run the team as the head coach and take over defensively when he needs to. So I'm really, really excited about this year. And just because we say Bateman might not do well doesn't mean we hate the team and we need to look at the new regime and all this other stuff. We just said we need him to pick it up. That's all.
Thanks. Wait a minute. Devin says the interview with Lamar posted about an hour ago. Hold on. Y'all think we were up at 5 o'clock? Oh, well, Hendo says he was.
I
No.
went to sleep. I went to, as soon as I got to work last night. I think about 8:30. I was out.
Yeah. Uh, Show starts at 6:15. I get up at 6.
I get up at 5 every
I
day.
go to bed a little late. I mean these last few months I've been
For the
working really
family.
hard on some stuff for y'all. One of them, you guys have seen the results already. LBHTShow.com. But the webpage in general, I've been making changes. In fact, you go there now, you'll see a live ticker. If you haven't been in a while, you see a sports live ticker. You see the NFL Central page, which is always giving you the latest news. And then of course you have the Pick'em League, right? I've been working on that. So the Pick'em League is live. It's free. You just gotta sign up for it. All right. You either type in members.lbhtshow.com or just go to lbhtshow.com and click on the member dashboard. And it takes 2 seconds to sign up for an account, and you'll be a part of the Pick'em League. Um, a lot of people have signed up so far. More are going to sign up before the season starts, and you earn badges every week, and then we'll see who finishes in the top 10. We'll finish who's the champion. There's all kinds of achievements you can win. You can earn on there. So sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. Brock, what's good? Says first season with y'all is around the corner. Love to everyone. I'm ready. Salute. Hey, salute to you, man. I appreciate that. And it's gonna be a fun season.
It is.
It's gonna be a fun season. Thorn, good
Hey.
morning. We finally made it. We finally did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Ty, good morning.
It's good.
Good morning. Eric, good morning.
Good morning.
Was this Lamar's first time on the lounge? Don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't
I
know.
think I think it is. It's been 9 years. I think it's been at least once.
Ella says your top five, your Ravens top five video was fire.
Appreciate it.
Hendo.
Appreciate it.
Facts.
Appreciate
It
it.
was Co-Air Media.
Taco
Happy Taco Tuesday. Yes, indeed. Showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. RNTY. Good morning. Good morning. OG Sean. Good morning. YT on YT. Good morning. We got Kobe with the super chat. Appreciate you, Kobe. Says EDC's flaws is never wants to make a move that exposes him to the risk of being blamed if it doesn't work out. Yeah. He loves to hide behind development. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. When you're always developing, you're never there, right? You're never there. There's always that out. Oh, well, they're just rookies. They're just what do you expect? They're third round rookies, fourth round rookies. What do you expect? Yeah, but that's exactly what it is. It's and if they've conditioned the fan base to believe you want to be an underdog. You want to float under the radar. Don't nobody float under the radar these days, man. You're either good or you're not. I have no problem with being the top team and other teams wanting to give us their best shot and failing. Right? I had no problem with that. I want to be that team. Right? I want them to have that feeling of helplessness because they can't stop Lamar.
Thanks.
You know. Ash, good morning. Which one are you laughing at?
You'll see it, Chris.
Okay. Good morning, Ash. Says, yep, at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Y'all watched it at 5? Man, salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Oh, Brock said he signed up today. Okay.
That's good.
Okay. Man, be like Brock. If you haven't signed up yet, lbhtshow.com, man. We're all on there. Okay. Can you beat the experts? It's myself, B, Hendo, Coach Evans. Chris. We got Sutton. We got Chris just joking. They all on there. They're all on there. Ferris. Yep. The team leaning too much on a bait resurgence and rookies. Team mentally is uniform, but the front office is still gambling on a team with Super Bowl aspirations. Mm-hmm. Oh, top one, Chris. Salute. Appreciate the super chat. It says 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, Bateman giving up on route, causing a pick. He's not going to do it this year because he's getting traded. He's not going to do it this year. He's not going to do it this year. I
Yeah,
hope not.
better coaching, and I think they're going to demand more of him. If he does stick around on the team, I think that they're not going to let him be complacent. And if he does give up on Ross, comes to the sideline, I think Declan Doyle is going to give him an earful, like yo, because he cussed Lamar out, like yo, when you come to the huddle, hold your head up. You know what I mean? Say the words like this, so you don't think he's going to go to Rashad Bateman and be like, bruh, do that again, I'm gonna bench your ass.
I like the fact that Declan Doyle does that and Lamar's receptive to it. You know,
Yeah,
because Declan Doyle is like 25 years old. You know,
they're like 16 days older than Lamar. Lamar looking at him like, don't
Lamar
go
can
for
easily be
me,
like, "Yo, watch your mouth." All right.
right? Watch who you talking to.
But he speaks with confidence. He speaks with confidence, and you know, the respect that he has around the league. People know he knows what he's talking about. So, man, I just like I said, I feel like accountability has been a word that's been thrown around there a lot, and I think players are just going to be held more accountable than they were in the past. I felt like too many times you could see the team just kind of standing around waiting for Lamar to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Didn't your boy Adele do that in the AFC Championship game? He was just like, "Yo,
Yeah,
you
he
gotta
went.
you gotta do something.
He
You
told
gotta
him, you gotta make a play.
yeah,
He told him you gotta make a play. You gotta do something. You gotta make a play. And Lamar sitting there like,
bro. That's what we brought you here for.
facts.
You need to make a play. You need to go out there and
Get open.
make something happen, right? Like think think about this. This hurts my brain. Odell used to be a guy that I'd be like, "Hey man, get me the ball and watch me work. Just get me the ball. I'll
Right.
take it from here." Right? You heard AB go off on Zay Flowers, talking about he doesn't make his quarterbacks better. As any quarterback I played with, I made them better. Right? Like you see Jamar Chase. You saw what Jamar Chase did for Joe Flacco in the one game. He said, "Hey, bro, just throw me the ball. Don't, ain't nobody on me. Trust
Right.
me. Ain't nobody on me.
Right.
Throw me the ball and I'll catch it."
Right.
Completed 17 passes to the man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Odell said, "Lamar, man, you gotta do something. Save us out here.
Right.
We cooked. We are cooked." They standing around watching him do too much stuff. This year, the coaches ain't gonna allow that to happen. You're gonna go out there. You're gonna do your job. I love it.
Right. Facts.
I love it.
100%. Because imagine, like, I can't imagine. Second year coordinator, 30 years old. I gotta go in and tell Lamar Jackson what to do. And I have to be confident. Even if I'm not confident, I got to be confident about what I'm saying and stand on my convictions. Because I'm just like, yo, this is the best quarterback in the league. And I'm in here my first time calling plays and I'm leading him. It's impressive. Like I give him credit for what he's doing and how he's handling himself.
Just Al, we know you're up at 4 o'clock. You go to bed at 7:30.
Facts.
You stay up late on Wednesdays to watch the show, and I appreciate it. You probably take a nap before that. I do too. Don't get it twisted. I take naps too. Ty says he clocks in to work at 4:45. Yeah, Ty, you're still young. That's a young man's game. I used to do that.
It is.
All right, I used to do that. 4:45. I can get up at 4:45. Then I definitely need to take a nap later on. All right. Something's got to give at this age. I can't,
Right. You can't stay up all day.
YT says, "Fellas, I got tickets for College Park
Mm.
practice and I can't make it because I have to work now. I figure I'd give them to y'all so y'all could do y'all giveaway or something." Hey, appreciate that. Hey,
Appreciate that.
hit us up. Hit us up. Hey, yeah, facts. Thank you. Appreciate
Appreciate
that.
that.
We'll do something with them. Thank you for that. DDSQ, good morning.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yes. Kobe says biggest knock on Burrow is Flacco saying how easy it was playing with Chase. Yeah,
You didn't watch quarterback, have you?
no,
Bruh.
but Flacco said that before.
But they showed when he first got to Cincinnati, because I saw part of it. He was not calling the right place. He's like, I don't know what this call is. He's saying it in the headset. I'm not getting it. He was like, I just went out there and just threw it up to him. 294 yards. 4 touchdowns.
Because Chase told him. Chase was like, "Yo, just throw me the ball."
Yeah, T did too. Just like, yo, just give it to me. Just give it to me.
Listen, man.
He didn't know the
Lamar,
protections. He didn't know the plays.
Lamar ain't had that.
Right. Never.
We're hoping that Zay Flowers becomes that this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping that he becomes that. But Lamar has never had that. Lamar
Man.
has never had, bro. Don't even worry about it. Throw me the rock. I'll take it from here. He's never had that.
Right.
Okay.
Zay's close
Keenan
to it.
Allen used to be that too.
100%.
Just saying.
But Justin
Yeah.
Herbert.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyle. Lamar will never get wide receivers like that.
We got you, Sam.
Stephon Diggs would do that. If Stephon Diggs today,
Today.
Stephon Diggs today, if we're in the playoffs and we struggling a little bit, Diggs would be like, bro, don't overthink it. Throw the ball to me, and I'll
Now make a play. Yeah.
yep, I'll make
Because
something happen.
he's done it with different quarterbacks, lesser
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks. Like he's won playoff games. Who was the quarterback in Minnesota? Chase, not Chase.
Who was a
That
no,
that
no,
era.
he not the one that's there now. You're talking about the
He
one
went
there
to,
now.
he went to Denver. Whatever. But
Co-
he
Coach,
what's up, bro?
who was the quarterback in Minnesota? Um, he's in Denver. He's backing
He
up.
no. He went to Denver. I don't even think he's in the league anymore. But
Who was
he's
there
done it.
when Case
Case
Keenum?
Keenum. Thank you, Noreen.
Yes.
Case Keenum. He's won with quarterbacks like that in the playoffs. So you tell
Yeah.
me he can't do it with Lamar? He did it last season. He burnt this secondary. We're supposed to have one of the best secondaries in the NFL, and he tore this secondary up last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He said he did. Joe was like,
Yeah,
F it, Chase down there somewhere.
somewhere.
Yes.
Facts. Yeah, Case
Thank you,
Keenum.
everybody. Yes, Case Keenum. Case Keenum. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Um, yeah. Yeah. He like
He's done it with them all. But
facts.
we can't use him, and apparently the Ravens would never end on him or anybody else anyway. They're content with what they have going forward. But now we'll get into that in a second. We'll get into that in a second.
Okay. All right. I got I got two questions. I know the show's half is almost over here, but I got two quick questions, right? We talked about this yesterday a little bit, right? And I'm happy that Madubuike is coming back.
Mhm.
And I'm happier that he's been cleared by private doctors,
Yep.
right? A team doctor clearing you means absolutely nothing. Okay, they're liars and they'll put their players' lives in danger. Okay, not all of y'all, but some of y'all are very untrustworthy. Okay, I remember that Steelers player, um, I forget his name. He was a lineman. He had he he had like bad kidneys, and they told him he was fine,
Right.
and he was like he was going to die because his brother played for us. Because he had to retire suddenly, and we're like, what happened?
Oh,
'Cause he had to give his brother a kidney.
Kimawatu.
Kimawatu. Yep. Yeah. Kimawatu. But they kept on clearing him. They said nothing was wrong. No, like he had kidney failure,
Right.
and they just didn't disclose it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go to the private doctor. He had to tell him like, "Yo, man, you need a kidney ASAP." So his brother gave him a kidney, and they both retired.
Yeah.
But Madubuike got cleared by some private doctors and said he's fine, he's good to go,
Mm-hmm.
and the Ravens are going to put him on the pup list and bring him along slowly. But my question is, this year, coming off a neck injury, but he's clearly been working out. We've been seeing the videos. You see him at the team practices and everything. He looks like he's in very good shape. What are your expectations for Nnamdi this year? I mean, we could say regular season and going into the playoffs. Do we have a high expectation? Right? Not what do we want to happen? Not what are we projecting to happen? What do you realistically expect? Do you expect not Madubuike by the end of the year to be one of those dominant D linemen that he was in the past, or just a solid rotational guy? Showing the flashes of the old Nnamdi, and then next year he really turns up. What are we expecting?
It's a difficult question because for me personally, because like you said, he got cleared by independent doctors, and we've seen what those other doctors have done. Because even with Trent Williams, with the Commanders, man had
Yeah.
cancer and they cleared him. So by being that he's been cleared, for me, it depends on how fast he gets to training camp. If they feel like his condition is up and he comes in next week and can participate, I'm expecting higher things from him. But if it takes a
Mm,
little bit longer, I'm not expecting much. But then on the flip side of it, I expect him to be an elite run defender, regardless of what happens. I expect that production to stay there. As far as rushing the passer and getting sacks, I'm not expecting much from him because realistically, he had the 1 year where he had 13 sacks. The other
yeah.
years he was pretty good. He was pretty good. The year after that he got double teamed a lot, but he has never been a high sack guy except for that one season. So my expectations of him are come in here, do what you need to do, get ready, and get about 8 sacks. And that's good enough for me because we brought Trey Hendrickson in here to be that dominant pass rusher. We drafted Mike Green to learn from Trey Hendrickson and come in here and get sacks. Tavius
Mm,
Robinson, he's an up and comer who I think is going to do a lot better with this defensive scheme. Trenton Simpson. So I'm not expecting Madubuike to come in here and be the sole factor for us on the defensive line. Travis Jones is getting a lot better at getting to the quarterback. So my expectations for him this season is just play good run defense, play sparingly, and save him for the playoffs.
yeah. Yeah. No, I feel the same way. God's favorite says if he's healthy, I think he'll make a big impact, especially because it was a neck injury, not leg or lower body injury. Yeah. Unfortunately, Trey is coming off a lower body injury, so hopefully he bounces back.
Ooh,
It was a core injury, right,
core
for Trey
muscle. Yeah.
Hendrickson, core muscle
Yeah,
injury.
that can mean so many things.
Yeah,
But for $112 million, it ain't no hope. He better.
yeah. I think a neck injury is scary, right? And you can say, hey, like he didn't have any like lower body injuries like that, so he should bounce back pretty quickly. But it's a mental thing, right?
Mhm.
Like you're gonna play a little off the kind of until because he ain't had contact in the whole time either. So it's how long will it take to get past that mental hurdle of okay, I'm all right, I'm gonna hold up, you know. Kobe says realistically 80% of his peak. Um,
Blaze Campbell.
Calais Campbell best offseason move. Okay, thank you for that super chat, Kobe. Appreciate that,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Um, yeah, yeah, core, yeah, it was a core injury. It was a core injury. Um, God's favorite, but yes, um, they're doing the right thing, working him back slowly, and I think, yeah, going into the playoffs, uh, he can play big for us. He can play big for us. Coach C, what's good? Says I think Trey
It's amazing.
was point shaving because of that contract. uh, Coach C, I would not be. I would. I listen. I would not be
Ah,
surprised. I
right.
would not be surprised. He just like, man, F this team. I'm not giving him my best anymore.
Hey,
Uh, Shock,
hey.
Shaka ate it. Is that what it is? Shaka ate it. Says I expect Namdi to have a solid year toward his expectations. His presence will be the difference. Uh, best asset. He is the cog that will make the wheel go around. Okay. All right.
He definitely
Cool.
provides a boost. A
All
big
right.
boost.
So I got another question for y'all
Okay.
because there's some news yesterday with the Buccaneers. Uh, defensive lineman, very good defensive lineman, Vita Vea says, "Man, they not trying to pay me my money. Go
Mhm.
ahead and trade me." So my question is, oh, not that one. I knew it was gonna do it. Uh, there we go. Should Ravens trade for Vita Vea?
Mm, mm. I want to know what the people in the chat think.
I want to know what the people in the chat think as well. This might have to be a quick. This might have to be a quick poll if I can
Right.
remember how to do it. Let's see. Should the Ravens
Yeah.
trade for Vita Vea?
Right.
All
Because
right.
it gives us some insurance. Like if Namde's not ready to go, especially early in the season, Vea is going to give us the insurance of a Pro Bowler who can come in and help this defensive line. Like he's a big boy who takes up a lot of space, but he is agile, mobile. He can get after it. So it would be a good contingency plan just in case. I'm not saying if not. I really want to know what y'all think.
So here's how it works. Here's how it works to vote. You press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay, and don't type anything else if you want your vote to
Right.
count. You type
Right.
1 or 2. Don't say definitely 1 or no way. That's a 2. You have to put 1 or 2. See, like this right here doesn't count. RNTY. You got to do 2 separate times. I think it only counts your
Right.
thing once. Yeah, but
Come on, y'all. Don't
we're
let me
just
down.
curious.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
We're curious. It's a mixed bag so far.
And
Uh,
honestly, if you're looking for draft compensation to give up for Vea, I'm thinking maybe a fourth, a fifth or conditional fourth round pick, possibly because they know that with this trade, a team is going to have to pay him. Like if they trade for him, they're going to have to give him his money because that's the reason that he wants out of Tampa Bay. So it's not going to be a really high draft pick if you're factoring that into your decision making. It's not going to cost that much.
yeah, yeah.
Well, well, draft
Go
wise.
said we. You know who don't read. you know, you know. I asked a question before this about Nnamdi and what y'all expect, and it was pretty quiet in the chat.
Right,
I asked about Vita Vea. There are some strong opinions here on both sides here.
right.
Okay, and people love polls. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Uh, Shaquan Reeves,
Uh,
this does not count. You have to type 1 or 2. You have to type 1 or 2. That's how it counts on the poll. That's how it counts on the poll. Just I want your voice to be heard. That's why.
right.
Okay. Uh, a rental for this year would be worth a fifth rounder. He wouldn't be a 1 year rental.
Yeah. It'd be a long term.
Yeah. He's an excellent player.
Oh, most definitely. He's the
He's an
all pro,
excellent
former
player.
all pro, former Pro Bowler. Like he can
Yeah.
get after it. But do
Yeah.
the Ravens need him?
Coach C says might as well. Travis Jones is going to be playing for a contract soon anyway.
He just got paid. It wasn't a huge contract. That's why a lot of people probably don't remember it because he didn't get paid the most money. But I think there was a loophole in something that
Yeah.
they got to pay him early. It was a bit, it's not a really big contract. So
It was the same thing that happened with Rashad Bateman.
Bateman.
Yeah, it was something like that. But he got a little extra money. We got it for a little bit longer. We got it from a little bit longer. Um, yeah, this is actually the right answer. If y'all didn't know, get a damn weapon for Lamar. This is where I was going with it. I wanted to
Wait,
see how many people would fall for it. Okay, how many people would say yes? All
oh,
right.
Samuel Banks hit it on the head. Listen,
He
listen,
said, "Don't answer that. It's a setup."
listen,
Samuel knows us. Hey, Samuel, you passed the test. Thank you.
listen.
You
I love
passed
my
the test.
people. I love my people. I love my people. That's why me and Jose were laughing when we first came on because we were talking about this, and he was like, "I'm gonna set him up. I'm gonna set him up with this first question, then I'm gonna hit him with the second." I'm like, "Nah, Jose. My people know us. They know it's a setup. They know the right answer, and y'all proved me right. I love you. Like y'all, my people. I told y'all we got this."
he still said yes. Look at you.
Oh man.
Look, real quick, we got 150 people watching. Salute to y'all. Hit that like button. If you're new in here, hit that subscribe button on both channels. Lunch Break Hot
Definitely.
Take, Rogue Pod. All right. Um, let's see. Let me
Flame
stop
zone.
it here. Let me stop it because I'm gonna lock this in. All right.
Yes. No.
32% of y'all said yes. All right. You did not pass the test. You did not pass the test. All right. You cannot say yes, bring him in and be like, we can't trade for AJ Brown. He's
Mhm.
gonna cost us. We gotta trade for him and pay him.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it works when you trade for good players. All right.
Mhm.
But no, the answer is no. You can't. You just heard this organization say they were never in on Stephon Diggs and proceeded to bring back Chris Moore, who I didn't know was still in the league. Congratulations to you though, Chris Moore,
Facts,
for
facts.
a full NFL career. That's an accomplishment for sure.
Indeed.
Um, but you brought him in, and to turn around and trade for Vita Vea is the ultimate disrespect.
Mhm.
The ultimate disrespect, right? And then we will sit here and say, why won't Lamar extend? Why won't he
Mm.
extend? Why won't he just sign the deal? Because every time we talk about getting him some protection or weapons, it's let's get another defensive player. All right. Paying 3 defensive tackles is insane. Yeah. Yeah.
I
I was just curious to see
mean,
what you would say because we did this a few months ago, and we were talking about trading for wide receivers, and I were talking about trading for Justin Jefferson or paying George Pickens. And you're like, where's the money gonna come from? Where's the money gonna come from? We ain't got no money. And then I said, hey, you know,
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett is looking for a trade. Do you think we should trade for him? Hell yeah, trade
Yeah,
for him.
get him tomorrow.
Well, Miles Garrett costs money, more money than those guys we talked about.
100%.
Good job, Sayo Banks. You saw it coming.
You
Fifth 100 million man on
you mean
defense. That's
you mean six?
yeah.
You mean six?
We got 5 on defense now.
Let's see. Namde, Roquan,
Kyle.
Marlo, Kyle,
Oh,
and Trey. That's five.
shoot, shoot, shoot.
So yeah, yeah. But yet and still, hey, no worries. We got Hakeem Adeniji for the offensive line. You're good to
Yeah,
go. You're
yeah.
good to go.
Hakeem Adeniji, a swing tackle. Uh, he started, I think, 16 games in 5 years.
Something like that. I mean, that's more than Danny Pender.
You know what? I listen for a rotational guy. I'll take that.
Mhm.
I'll take that. Um, we'll see. I mean, it's not really moving the needle, but okay, okay. I'm not down on that move either. He could provide some meaningful snaps for us.
I'm glad they got it because we really, honestly, outside of Carson Vincent, we technically didn't have a backup attack.
Yeah,
So it provides us with a lot, with a little bit more stability than we had before. I'm not knocking the move, but from what we're seeing defensively to offensively, it's like offensively we go out and get somebody who throughout his career has 10 snaps. I mean 10 starts. But
yeah,
defensively, we got to get all pros and pro bowlers to make this defense complete, even though we have all of these all pros and pro bowlers already on the defense. And
yeah.
appreciate you, Thomasville,
Yeah, thanks for
subscribing.
subscribing, Thomasville.
Right.
Coach says he's not beating out Carson or Emery. I hope not. I hope
Yeah.
not. But it's good to have competition, right?
Mhm.
Like we don't want to be like the last regime and just hand out jobs to people that don't deserve them.
Facts.
You know. So, uh,
But if I mean, if we want to set aside some money to go get Vita Vea, we can always cut Andrew Voorhees and save $3 million,
how about
or
that,
get a wide receiver, which is more important.
Adam? Salute.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Says
Appreciate
good morning. After watching the lounge with Lamar Jackson, I feel he is more locked in and will have a great season with a mentor with mentor and he has ever had with Harbaugh. Yes. I've
Facts.
never seen him more excited. LJ can make any wide receiver around him better.
And he
Facts.
has. And he has.
I think
2019.
yes. I think this year, um, the wide receivers are going to do their jobs,
Mhm.
right? Yes, Lamar makes everybody. It makes offensive players around him better, just because the way the defense has to focus in on Lamar.
Right.
But I think this coaching staff is going to let people know your job isn't to stand around watching Lamar. Your job is to go out there, run your routes, get open, bail him out when he needs to be bailed out. You're going to earn your keep around here. That's why I feel like, and I feel like that's why they, even though they're third and fourth round picks, I feel like they got guys that they felt like can follow instructions and
Mhm.
do those things that they need them to do.
All right.
You know what I mean? So
Mm. So what I'm most excited about with this regime is the fact that for the first time in 18 years, two quarterbacks We have a head coach and an offensive coordinator that's going to tailor the offense around the player instead of have the player fit their offense. You can say what you want about Todd Monken and the rest of these guys, but they ran a Ravens type offense that John Harbaugh wanted them to run. This is why you question with new offensive coordinators why a lot of the plays look exactly the same. Why it took us 17 years to learn how to properly run a screen, even though we've had different quarterbacks and different offensive coordinators, because they ran a version of John Harbaugh's offense. I think now with Declan Doyle, they're going to take the offense, tailor it to what Lamar does best, get his input, and Lamar's going to have another MVP type season. So let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Um,
go.
I want to end it on. I mean, it's sad news, but like we heard about Eric Bieniemy's wife being shot by their son. That's
Son.
that's tough. But she is still alive. She's in stable condition.
Mhm.
Um, oh, thank you, Adam, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Anybody but Bateman, he can't be saved. He had to throw that shot in. He had to throw that shot in. We had such a positive show. There was no bait slander, and he threw that in. Thank you for the super chat, though.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
um,
But yeah.
man, thoughts out. Send our thoughts to Eric Bieniemy and family, man.
Mhm.
What's going on with these kids, man? Like Calais Campbell's brother,
Brother.
that tragedy with their mother,
Hmm.
I mean, the Chiefs always got something going on with the coach's sons.
Sons.
I don't,
Yeah.
yeah, but man, listen, I don't know. I don't get involved in the family dynamics, but I hear these headlines and I hear about these kids, just like
Hmm.
assaulting their parents, man. And listen,
Gotcha.
I'm I'm just going. I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking y'all. I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking y'all. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm not saying anything. I'm not condoning anything. I'm not advocating for anything. Okay. So like I didn't say anything. I'm just yes or no. Okay. Just that's all that's all I want to know. Okay. Just
Facts. Listen, Neuro. Listen. That's 100% true. Bruh.
Facts.
Mom, like time for breakfast. I'm like, here we go.
Oh, you can't go to sleep? I give you something to help you go to sleep.
What you mean you hungry?
Can
Eat
you
that.
sleep now?
Right.
I sure can.
Boy, listen, I ain't gonna lie. This was the best sleeps ever.
You weren't cold or nothing. Yeah.
Bro, you went right to bed.
And the belt hits hard, but no internet and military workouts hit harder.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. Um, that's definitely old school. But when I see stories like this, I mean, and listen, like, look, it's tragic, and like I said, like, I'm making light of it, but um, you know, uh, love your family, man. Always love your parents, even if they're not the best parents. It's hard being a parent, you know. Love your parents, love your family. No matter what's going on, man, don't let it get to a situation like this.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I saw the mugshot of their son. It looked like he was on drugs though. That might have been a drug thing. And if he ever gets cleaned up, he'll definitely regret doing that. But at least his mother's still alive. Maybe down the road they can make amends. If he gets himself cleaned up, that's what we can hope for. And this is all speculation. I don't know anything that's going on. You know,
Ain't no men's
other than what
Jose.
we heard. Huh?
Ain't no men's Jose. You shoot me as my child. You shoot me. I will never trust you again.
You don't have to trust them, right? But if you know, like he's an addict. He's a straight up addict, and he just he might be high on his mind. Like you turn into a different person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not saying tomorrow, but years down the road gets cleaned up, turns his life around or whatever. You'll forgive your child. You may not trust them ever again, but you'll forgive them. You want to forgive
Capricorn,
them?
as the Capricorn, I will not.
Listen, I'm a Taurus. I hold every grudge there is, but there are some things I'll forgive you, but I'm still gonna, I might still hold you at arm's length, but I will forgive you. Like yeah, it's my child. You know, I might love you from a distance,
Right,
but I
right.
still love you. You know, he got released after the shooting.
What?
I didn't hear that.
What? Right.
I don't know.
RNT. I wish a kid
Auntie
would.
says again. I wish a kid would. Um,
But
I don't know.
and this happens. This happens. I'm sorry. This happens a lot of times in sports, especially with the drug situation, because you have these parents that have this money, and the kids see it as disposable. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh, well, you give me more money. I need some money. I need a fix.
Mhm.
Like, just give me the money. I'm looking at your house. I know you have it." And that's where they get into these situations. It's always over money. That's why when it comes to me and my family, I don't debate about money. Like if they hit some, if they win a lot, if they do anything, y'all go ahead and keep that. I don't want no parts of it because I know what money does to people.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm just saying, if I'm not advocating anything, if they had this though, I feel
It'd be a
like
little different.
it'd be a little different, okay? Because to this day, if I talk back to my mom, I get a litlittle, I get the
Yeah.
little head movement, like a, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just because like
Right.
even now, you might catch something upside the head.
Thanks.
You know, you be sitting there arguing, and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go and say, man, mom, you can't say nothing to me." I do a little, that still happens. That still happens now. Okay.
Till this day.
TC, thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate it, bro. Till this day. Watch your mouth, boy. I brought you in this world. I take you out. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. See, I FTK.
F,
Yes.
F them kids. Where Dave on that?
Where's Dave? Yes,
Right. We need to
yes.
bring that. We need to bring that shirt back out. FTK.
Mom would throw whatever she had in her hand, and if it was cereal, I had to clean it up. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah. If there was a mess made, yeah, you gotta clean it up. Yep.
see, a lot of y'all lucky because y'all younger, but y'all don't know nothing about no cast iron skillets. And I mean the real cast iron skillets. You don't want one of them thrown at you. Talk about torn rotator cuff, torn
Thanks.
Achilles. Them things will take you out.
Yes, yes. TC, man, salute to TC,
Appreciate you.
man. I appreciate
Like,
that love,
man,
man.
hit me
Thank you.
up, bro. Let me know which shirt you want.
Yeah, yeah. Facts, facts. All right, we're gonna get out of here soon, but like I said, I just and it's funny because I post this picture and listen, I'm
All right,
joking,
all
all
right, all
right,
right.
I'm joking, something in my eye, I'm joking. Some people don't know what that is.
Right.
Some people don't know what that means.
Bro, oh, Nightmare Kilo. Listen, listen, listen. I still remember to this day, and this was in the early 80s. I still remember back in the day at the corner, there was two houses down at the corner. There was this bush. I don't know why that bush was even there because it obstructed the view, but it had switches on it. And
That's why I was there.
me being the smart individual that I thought that I was, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get the thinnest switch I can find. Mm-mm-mm. Them things cut like you threw hot knife through butter, God, bruh,
Yeah, yeah. You like,
bruh. Well, I'm gonna call my mother now because that was borderline child abuse. But I turned out all right, I believe. So,
uh,
Jesus,
yeah, but be safe out there, man, and love your family, and like I said, you got issues with your family, work it out, try to work it out. Don't ever let it get to that point.
right,
Don't
Reese?
ever let it get to that point. All right. Um, I say I don't do that for my kids. Like most people don't do that anymore. Most people don't do that anymore. I just I'm just saying like sometimes, sometimes. Uh, what was
I,
the reason you got whooped?
I was a totally different person growing up, and I had so many anger issues for a myriad of reasons, and like I could not be controlled. Like I couldn't be controlled. Like I would fight grown men at 9 years old, and I just did. I was a hard head and I didn't listen. So, and then my mother, my mother took out all her aggressions on me because stuff that had going on in her life. She was like, oh, I ain't got nobody else taking it out on you.
Hey, thank you, TC. He said
Okay.
he DM'd
In-
you. Okay,
Indeed. Got you. I got you. I'm gonna order that today for you.
appreciate it. Listen, like I can't. I mean, listen. The data shows it's not beneficial to do it these days, right? It's not beneficial. I don't do it with my kids. They're spoiled as hell. All right. Um, and you don't need to do that. I'm not saying you need to do that. Um, I'll just say this. I know. Well, I gotta. I mean, I still got in trouble. Not like major trouble, but there was a point where I had to weigh. I had to weigh the risk versus reward. I'll say that. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do this. But if I get caught,
Right.
I'll sit this one out, guys. Right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen. And let me apologize to Jazzy. I apologize to my daughter Jasmine. I used to whip her ass. Like I was, and I'm gonna tell you, I like
and now she's traveling the world.
that's driving the word. It's learned behaviors. It's learned behaviors. I got it from my mother and I passed it down, but I still remember the day. I got custody of my daughter and we were in her, she did something because she was bad. Jasmine was bad as shit at times, but she did something. And I still remember she was laying in the bed and I went and got the belt and I'm like, I'm gonna whip her ass. And I went there and I started beating her. AJ was like 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old. And the fear I saw on his face when she was getting beat, I looked at the fear on his face and I almost cried. I was like, I never want my children to be that scared of me again, and I never beat my kids after that.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's real.
I never wanted my kids to look at me like, because like if you just saw he turned white and looked at me like he didn't know me, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't do. Yeah, learn behavior or not, I gotta stop.
Listen, this is how I know each generation gets weaker and weaker because our parents will be like, "Good, don't you ever forget it. That'll be you next time."
That's 100% facts. No, my grandmother was the matriarch of the family, and my grandmother. When I say my grandmother was a G, my grandmother was a G. Like the belt, she carried a bat, and and listen, and you talk about look, you talk about ducking and weaving. My grandmother would no listen. My grandmother would be like, "Yo, what they say you did is who?" And I'm looking like, and I'm looking at my grandma like this. Oh, no problems. Yeah, bro. Like,
Listen, you look at some of your favorite boxers out there. So there's best boxers, and you like, yo, how to get the natural reflexes? Ask them, did you get beat as a kid?
yep,
They'd be like every day.
yep, bro. You want a piece of that? Be like, Friday. No.
No.
Right.
Yo, you also too? Uh-huh. You can't, yeah. You gotta look away like I ain't see nothing.
Right. Yeah, but these kids nowadays,
Good morning,
they'll
true
tell
son.
you, hey, what's going on? These kids nowadays will tell you, like, yo, I'll take the beating because it's temporary pain. Oh, you a smart one. Okay. Like you said,
That's because
turn off the
that means
internet.
you're not getting hard. You're not getting hit hard enough.
You know?
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Like the first day, my mom was like, the first time my mom was like, "Yo, we're not gonna beat you. Like you just grounded." I was like, "Oh, thank God." Right? Like I'm too old. I'm too old to get spanked anymore. Like yo, my mom said, "Yo, we out. I'm out the game." And and I got grounded. It was the worst feeling in the world. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I had never been like grounded. Cause I was getting bad grades. Um, and like I couldn't go outside. Uh, my dad, my stepdad, B's dad, uh, he made me look. It was great that they did it, But man, I had to read like they took everything out my room. No comic books,
Mhm.
my radio, my little CD player, no Super Nintendo, nothing, right? And I get home from school. My dad would have to empty out my backpack, look at everything, look at my homework. He see what I had to do for homework, and I had to go read the chapter. You read the chapter and you had to answer the questions at the end of the book. Y'all don't do that anymore, I don't think. I don't think they do it like that anymore. But you get the textbooks, you have to read the chapter and the questions at the end of the textbook, right?
Mhm.
Those questions are usually the answers. You'll have the words in bold letters somewhere in the chapter. You go read the bold letters and then you answer the question, right?
Right.
So my dad was hip to that. So I answered those questions and he asked me some random question that was in the chapter to see if I read the chapter. And if I couldn't answer his random question, I had to go back and start over. Right. So during that time when I was grounded, I had nothing else to do. I read that book front to back, all the books. I would tell the teachers things that they didn't know were in that chapter. I'm like, hey, you forgot something. You right over
Right.
here. Yeah, you
Uh-huh.
didn't talk about this. Let's talk about this, right?
That's
But
why y'all can
that
read
was
now.
I've been grounded like twice in my life. And I was like, oh my God. This lasted forever. So that's a different type of torture for sure. For sure.
Thanks. Thanks. And being grounded for a whole summer, y'all don't know nothing about that. And this is back when kids stayed outside. Or
Yeah.
especially with my aunt. My aunt, they would stay outside because it was such a close knit community. They would stay outside till 3 o'clock in the morning. Kids just
Hmm.
playing. They have like ice cream man would come out 3 o'clock in the morning. And me, I was stuck looking out the window for 16 hours. Like, can I go outside
Torture.
now? No. All right.
Torture.
Y'all don't know about that.
I said, "Oh no, Jose! I bought books on Amazon, so my boys have to do that, and that's how I make my oldest read. But I
Yep.
just pick a random thing, chapter to chapter. Yeah, yeah, you gotta make your children read. It's more important now than ever because
Ever.
I just read something the other day that literacy is going downwards
Mm-hmm.
because uh, kids are on their phones and they're playing games and not reading. So Jacob hates it when I make him read, but I want him to be a strong reader. I mean, he is a strong reader, but I want that to continue throughout the years. He's excellent in school. All
Mm-hmm.
my kids will tell you that I make them read, and they ain't no skimming. They ain't no, because I'm gonna ask the questions, and the same thing that my dad did. For me and B, if you can't answer the question, you got to go back and read the chapter again,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you're gonna read, and if you don't read, I start taking things away, right? You have to do that, and it breaks your heart. You don't want to take anything away from your kids, but you got to get them focused, and they have to understand. Reading also in the beginning, it feels like a chore until you start becoming a stronger reader and comprehending things more and then finding the things that you like because
Mm-hmm.
man, books tell all the stories and you find that good book, man, it's better than anything in this world.
Yep.
And I like TV shows, I like movies and all that stuff. I love going to movies. Uh they can never tell a story the way a book can tell a story,
100%.
you know. So have your kids read. It's very important, especially nowadays, man. Um, and I see these TikTok videos where kids can't read. Like you got these grown ups that can't
Yep.
read uh, slightly complicated words, and they have no idea what they mean. And I'm just like, no, that'll never be my kids, never.
Mhm. Right. And that's why, especially with the devices, it auto corrects for them. That's why they can't spell. Like
Yeah,
kids have like even when Jasmine was in school, they let them take calculators in the class. Like how are you learning math when you just punching stuff into a computer? Like
yeah, yeah. So human being says better for me to straighten you out
in the
than
world,
the world. Yeah,
100%.
yep.
Because the
Smarter
math is
phones,
flashing.
dumber people. Facts.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna end the show there. I need to get to work. We did an hour today, man. Salute to y'all. Um,
Appreciate you.
man, check out our membership. Okay, we got different types of membership. Roll Pod, it's patreon.com/ROUG. I think you just got a new member the other day, right? I saw somebody show up in the Discord.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know who they were. I don't know from that screen name who they were, but
okay,
somebody,
but
yeah, somebody.
yeah, well, welcome. Okay. Patreon.com/LBHT show over here. Both both memberships get you bonus material. All right. So check it out. If you want a free membership, you can go over to LBHTshow.com. Like I said earlier, sign up for the newsletter, sign up for the Pick'em League, and let's have some fun this season. I,
Go.
I'll be damned if my kids turn into one of those adults that don't know basic words. Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
like
That
like these trolls that come in here and try to troll us in incomplete, incoherent sentences. I don't even read them. When I start
that's
reading
the
them, it's like,
worst. I feel
"Cause
I
I
feel embarrassed
had
for them.
you," and I'd be like, "Delete."
Oh, here we go. Ty says y'all thought you were slick with the Vita hashtag defund the defense. Facts.
We did.
Yes. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah,
Appreciate you.
listen, I had to text y'all because when I asked y'all about Miles Garrett, and I get it because it's Miles Garrett, I get it, right? But Justin Jefferson is Justin Jefferson, okay? And when y'all like, hell no, we ain't got no money for that, and turned right around 2 seconds later said, oh, we got the money for Miles Garrett. You know, you didn't say it. You should have started with Miles Garrett, right? I'm just pointing out some things. That's all. That's all. But y'all learning. Y'all learning. All right. That is the show. We will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.